Before it's no longer news. How did we tie up this world? We took a corner here, and here, and here, and here, and this turned round and round and round, and made what was ever in the corners like this. What happened is it kept going lower, and lower, and lower, and lower. For some reason, it seems like out of the sky maybe, in which maybe it was how this turned. Because the time clock goes around, it's got 4 corners. These are completely underneath the ground, maybe with gears, that's why we don't see them. But over time, it grounded out the area. Showing now, we got this area over here looks like an L. This area over here looks like an L. They also look like quarter moons. One scenario. Pyramid, time clock, scenario 2. But scenario number 3 is man's a lizard. Man's got this pointed face here, and he's flat in the back. He's a lizard. He counts his hands as showing off all the time. Look, man, I know which one is in between the other 2. This one is between these 2 and those 2, although these 2 are not the same as those 2. Those 2 aren't the same as these 2 either. And this one don't give a fuck. So we're the lizard. And we talk with our fingers. One, we need the thumb. We need the balance and this. That's all we need. This side or this side. What do we need these 2 for? So we're now the 3 claws of the lizard on each side. 3 and 3. So then maybe the lizard is starting here and wrapping his way around in our back, and its backbone is going right down to our ass. What is the length and size of one of those lizards? Because the lizards, I'm assuming, don't forget, my science is all based on what I think. It's not a guess. It's only a guess because I don't know anything. Now, how strong is the backbone of a lizard? Maybe we're all lizards. Python snakes are like lizards, with basically their backbone is more their muscle, no? Muscle versus backbone. You ever see a snake that breaks its back? Hey, the snake broke its back. Like, all right. So then the other thing we came to say, we talk to the dead. We talk to the dead because I had a revelation today, which for me, what a revelation means is I was a little stoned and in the other world, and trying not to pay too much attention to whether I'm stoned or not, but just to make a revelation and to sense of the angle I am going and to study everything I do so I don't miss something of something I might not think that I'm thinking at all. Meaning that I was thinking of this dead person. I says, how can I talk to you? Are you really dead? Are you lying down? Or don't you get to play the rest of this out? What does a dead person do? It's a dead person. P-E-R-S-O-N. Personification. Per means father. Okay? Per is a representative. It's the son. It's the first saying our. Our eyes. So now you might get to be the eyes of somebody else. You might get to still be in this matrix. Somehow they can still use you in this world if you want. I'm not sure if you want or you have to. But what's the difference? Because when you're sleeping like this, you're not using your body. Your mind is at work. So your mind can work forever inside the body and minds of everything and everything else. You're a reptilian. And if you're sleeping, but you're not dead. No one's dead. No one dies. Hello? You get hurt, they blow you up, you lose your part, your heart stops, your mind doesn't work, they put you in the ground, but you ain't dead. They whacked you over the head 100 times. Hey, man, you're going to die. No. No, we're not going to die, because die means to give up. Opus Dei. Why do I say Opus Dei? Because 4, 5, 9, which is the number of the sun, which is 4 and 5 equals to the 9, 4 by 5 equals to the 20 of the world we are in, 5, 5, 5, and 5, in which both scenarios of 5 times 5 times 5 times 5, or 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, they touch the numbers 2, 5, and 6, but they do not touch the numbers 3 and 4. When you use those numbers, 2, 5, and 6, and you add the 16, because it was a 4 by 4 by 4 by 4 that did it. Imagine 2 trucks colliding. Be an accident, right? They'd go on top of each other. They'd fold with each other. It's almost like having a child. They folded with each other, they overlapped each other, and they reproduced a child. Otherwise, it's Michelangelo for the rest of your life. The minute you go on top of each other, you create the child. Otherwise, it's Michelangelo, and we must keep the balance, however, which way you want to go. Which way do you want to go? The lizard? The cat's claw? You ever see the cat's claw? Where am I going with this? I'm going wherever I get to in your mind. Wherever you go and whatever you think within your mind, other than saying, how crazy shit is this? Why am I watching this? No, we're supposed to be saying, what is in it? Why am I watching it? Or then turn it off. But you always ask yourself, what's in it? No, you say, oh, I don't like it. Well, why don't you like it? Because it's stupid. Well, what are they talking about? I don't know. Well, then you're not listening. That's why it's stupid. Raphael 7286. Talk to the dead and become a reptilian. Talk to the dead and become a reptilian. We're not dead. Otherwise, my whole story is going to be going in the garbage. If man dies, then my whole thing, this whole project I did, I can wrap it up and throw it out. But then if I didn't believe, I'd quit and I'd shut down myself. But I do believe, so I don't wrap it up, I don't shut it down. Man's a reptilian and he never dies. Unless the word death is regenerated to mean that he stops living. Man dies from the body formation. It says it in all the Bibles. Man doesn't die. It never said man dies. He gives up his body, they put him 6 feet down, but he never dies unless he gives up his heart to life. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for the video.